Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Alex plays hard to get with Theresa. Stephanie visited her mama at the sanitarium and informed Kayla that she had gifts for Wendy and Trip. I've a little commodity myself for them, their discharge papers. So why do not you just give me an alternate? And we can go give them everything together, Kayla said. In Wendy's sanitarium room, Trip and Wendy snuggled on the bed and awaited to be discharged. After a kiss, Wendy told Trip that she had no way felt near to him. Because of what we went through, yeah, but also because of how stalwart you were, how safe and loved you made me feel. Indeed, when we were both losing stopgap, Wendy said. You did the same for me, Trip combated. Wendy confessed that she had flashed back that she had asked Trip if he would wanted to marry for real. What I do not flash back is what your answer was, Wendy said. Before Trip could respond, Stephanie and Kayla slogged into the room with presents from Joey. Inside the bags were beer blackjacks and a 6-pack of Trip's favorite Seattle beer. So ridiculous. Like you'd ever want to drink beer again, Kayla said. As everyone laughed about the gifts, Jada intruded. I've some follow-up questions for the both of you, however, Jada said, if you are over to it. Everyone left so that Wendy could talk to Jada intimately. Jada complimented Wendy on her quick thinking with the ASL indication. Wendy signed meanly. Jada asked about Goldman, and an emotional Wendy reported her relations with the disgraced officer. We heard the reflections near. And we allowed. This is it. So, in those last moments, we changed marriage promises. And also we held each other until we stopped breathing, I guess, Wendy rumored. Jada thanked Wendy for her help. So, you consider yourself married now? Jada asked. Wendy signed. Jada told Wendy if the love was real, it would last. In the staying area by the nurse's station, Trip asked Stephanie and Kayla what he'd missed. Nothing you need to hear right now, Stephanie said. Trip's phone chimed with a call from Ava, so he stepped away to talk to her. Kayla asked her son, how are you really? I saw that icy look between you and Jada. Stephanie told Kayla that she knew Kayla was there for her when she was ready to talk. When Trip returned, Kayla advised Trip that his parents were going to hang over him in the near future. I was hysterical. I was no way going to see you guys again. So, a little swimming is fine with me, Trip said. Stephanie asked Trip how he and Wendy had survived so long in the beer tank. Trip explained that Goldman had handed them food and water for a while before she would eventually close the reflections. How did you keep from going crazy? Stephanie asked. We used our imaginations. And played games. Talked about the future. Made trip plans. Indeed got wedded, Trip said. What? Stephanie heaved. Trip beamed, and he told Stephanie and Kayla about the marriage and their final moments before the deliverance. You and Wendy are obviously so in love. And also to go through what you did together. I'm so happy for you both, Stephanie said. Kayla agreed, but she advised Trip not to act too precipitously. Perhaps you should stay to suppose about marriage. Give it a little time, and if you and Wendy are meant to be together, you'll be together, Kayla counseled. Jada returned, and she asked to speak to Trip. With a nod, Stephanie and Kayla walked down. Jada asked Trip if he'd picked up any suggestions as to where Goldman might go with Clyde. Trip shook his head no, and he said his commerce with Goldman had been limited. And at any time when Goldman opened the tank door, was there anyone with her? Jada asked. Trip said no. Kayla and Stephanie went to check on Wendy in her sanitarium room. Trip told us further about what you guys went through in there. And how you kept each other's spirits up, Stephanie said. And the promises. Beautiful, Kayla said. Yeah, they were, Wendy said. Stephanie hugged Wendy, and she said that she was happy Wendy was okay and that Trip hadn't been alone through the fire. When Trip and Wendy were ready for release, they awaited by the nurse's station. Ava texted Trip to inform him that an auto was staying for them downward, and Trip told Wendy. But first I wanted to say, Wendy, I love you. So much. And after what we went through together, my love only grew stronger. But we need to take our time, Trip said. And make life-altering opinions when we are not about to die, Wendy added. Trip jounced yes. Sounds good to me, Wendy said. We will get there, Trip promised. Trip and Wendy kissed and smiled at one another. In the Price Carver home, Abe and Paulina snuggled on the settee together. All my life, I have assured myself by believing that no matter what terrible effects chanced me that I would be okay. Because someone was looking after me, Paulina said. With a mime, Paulina admitted that the study had been a bit egocentric, but she also admitted that she had demanded to believe that she had a guardian angel. I've assured myself that way, too, Abe said. Paulina noted that it was no longer wishful thinking, because they knew for sure that Lexi had watched over them. At first, I allowed. I was hallucinating. Spooked me out of my mind. Was not sure if Lexi was taking me to upstairs or down, Paulina joked. Paulina added that after the fear, she had felt a sense of peace. I knew everything was going to be okay, Paulina said. What we endured that night, it was commodity beyond a phenomenon, Abe said. Paulina took Abe's hand in hers, and she told him that she loved him with all her heart. My veritably strong and healthy heart, Paulina said with a chortle. Thank God, Abe said. Thank Lexi, Paulina combated. With a shriek, Paulina admitted that she was jealous of Lexi. I know it's not rational or fair to her memory, especially after the miraculous gift she gave us both. I want to be the love of your life, to be the bone. That is special to you. Is that greedy of me to want that, to need that? Paulina asked. It's not greedy. It's mortal, Abe said. Abe told Paulina that she was the woman that he loved now and for the rest of my life. You suppose anyone will miss us if we stay home all week? Paulina asked. Abe chortled. I suppose your ingredients would come looking for you. But perhaps we should start planning a nice, long holiday. Abe suggested. As Abe and Paulina closed their eyes and imagined lying on the sand, Paulina heaved and gripped her casket. My heart is beating so presto, Paulina said. It is? Are you okay? Abe asked. Paulina said she was fine, and she believed her heart could stand to beat briskly. What are you saying? Abe asked. I am saying that the good Dr. Johnson did not say anything about limiting our physical exertion, Paulina said. Abe smiled. Paulina led Abe into the bedroom. At the Titan services, Brady demanded to talk to Alex about Kristen. My relationship with Kristen is none of your business, Alex said. No. Anything involving my son is my business, Brady combated. Confused, Alex asked what Brady meant. When Brady asked about Alex's intentions as a father, Alex told Brady to decelerate down. I just started seeing Kristen, Alex said. Alex told Brady that he wasn't interested in being a stepfather yet. First, you were dating the mama of my son. Now, you are dating the mama of my son, Brady growled. So? Alex said. Brady reminded Alex that Theresa despised Kristen. So, what the hell does it have to do with me? Alex asked. Brady argued that Alex had known that Theresa would blow up if she saw Alex kiss Kristen. Theresa went bye-bye. She cannot have it both ways, Alex said. It's just over? It's just done, like that? It does not make sense. I saw the way you replied when Theresa was high. I know you watch about her, Brady said. Watched? Once tense, Alex clarified. Brady shook his head, and he said if Alex's plan was to make Theresa jealous, it was a mistake. These two women are like fire and dynamite, Brady advised.